All right, so we are at the point of working with Microsoft Office now for this class. And the first one that we're going to be doing is Microsoft Word. Now, we are doing, for each chapter, there are 3 assignments overall. There is a training, there is an project, and there is an exam. This video will be about the training. So let us go ahead and get started with that. I already have the training opened up on my computer. And what you will notice about this, let me move my video up a little bit. Oh, nope, my video, come on. There we go. What you'll notice about this is you'll see 2 taskbars at the bottom of my screen. And this might be a bit confusing for you. Like, why are there 2 taskbars? Well, the reason for that is we are working in a simulated Windows environment. For those Mac users out there, this will be a little bit more confusing for you, but you still can complete your assignments without any issues, so don't worry on that aspect. But anyway, there are 2 start bars at the bottom, so let's just kind of go ahead and give a quick kind of like overview of what is going to go on in this. So as you can see in Microsoft Word, we have a taskbar, as I said. Let's make sure I've got nice big, there we go. Got our taskbar going on at the bottom there. That is for the simulated environment, and what I do love is even the times match, which is kind of awesome to me. But anyway, we have taskbar at the bottom. You may be using that in some of these simulations. Most of them you will not be, so you don't need to worry about that too much. On the right-hand side on my screen, hey, not the button I wanted. There we go. On the right-hand side on my screen, you can see that we have our instructions. All right. Now, some of you let's see if I can make this happen. Let's go the opposite way. There we go. Some of you may have your instructions located on the bottom like this. And the reason for that is you are on a slower resolution monitor. So most likely you're working on a laptop. And because of that, it shrinks everything down and it makes it a little bit more complex in my opinion. And I find it to be very annoying having the instructions on the bottom of the screen. What you can do is if you, at least in Chrome, if you right click on the bar at the top, the title bar, you can then go down to zoom and you can do smaller or hold control and hit the minus button. And sooner or later, control minus doesn't actually work because that sends it to the simulated environments. I held control and scrolled, that works. But if you need to, you can do control and then zoom and just do minus a few times, and that will move it back to the right hand side of the screen where, in my opinion, it belongs. All right. I highly, highly, highly suggest that you do that. It'll make, I think, using this simulation that much more enjoyable. So highly suggest that you make sure that you get it to the right hand side on your laptop. If you have a larger screen you can use, I highly suggest you do that because I think it'll make your life a little bit easier being able to have more vertical real estate. You'll be able to see things and find things easier. So we do have kind of standard Microsoft Office stuff going across the top here. All right, so you've got your different tabs. All right. There we go, a little dot next by each tab. All right, and then we have the different sections. So here we have a clipboard section, then we have a font section, and then a paragraph, and then styles, and then editing, and then voice. All right, so you got your different sections. So we have tabs, which are right across the top. All right, and as I click on them, you'll see different options do appear for the sections. And then in each side, each tab, we have a different section, and then inside that, we have our different options. So something that you do need to be aware of. And this is training. This whole point of this is to teach you how to do things. Now, sometimes the instructions are very straightforward to me, like on the home tab. So we're on the home tab in the paragraph group. Sorry, it's called groups. I call them sections. In the paragraph group, and it says click the show hide to display the formatting marks in the document. Now, many of you probably don't know what the formatting marks in the document button looks like, or the show hide button is. And if we just mouse over things and let your mouse hover there, it will pop up a little like, this is for bullets. This is for numbering. This is for multi-level lists. This is for indentation. So decrease indent, increase indent. I know you probably can't read those behind my pink line. Let me go ahead and get rid of those. This one is sort. And then this one is show hide. All right. It also does tell you that there's a little shortcut key, which is control plus asterisk. All right. So if I hold control asterisk, that should have worked. Nope, not going to work right now. Sometimes the shortcuts work in the simulated environment. Sometimes they don't. I have a love-hate relationship with that. So when you can, I highly suggest you use the buttons on the screen. But anyway, so they want you to click this button. That was the first step of the first step, per se. All right. On the right-hand side, you will see how many different steps this simulation has. So you can see there are 29, I'm going to call them problems. And then in this one, there are 3 steps. All right. And that show hide made this little symbol right here appear, which means new paragraph. So now it wants us to go ahead and type internships available. Now, typing and spelling is very important. All right, so I typed internship available. It says then press enter 2 times. And if we watch the right hand side over here, you're gonna see it yell at me. Incomplete action, incomplete action. All right, and you will notice that down here on that sidebar, we have our attempts remaining, which is 3 at this point. If I do it one more time, now it goes down to 2. And the reason I got that wrong is because I did internship, not internships. All right, and now it's happy because I put that S on the end. So you have to make sure your spelling is correct. The simulations are everything must be perfect, which I hate because especially when you typing 2 words, it's not that bad to find your spelling problem. Now I have to type out a whole sentence, and sometimes that is a problem. So you have to be very careful as you are doing this. Okay, so instructions will be filming a short documentary in Costa Rica about its native birds and has positions available for 2 interns. Oh, and I didn't spell it right. So now you have to go through and find your mistake. 1 second. Now, the astute among you will have probably seen that I put filming. I had an extra I in there. All right, so it is not going to be perfect, but it's pretty stinking good. Now, for help, what you can do is you can open up your textbook, which I happen to have digitally here, and it does help walk you through how to do these things. All right, so here you can see the first step was on the home tab in the paragraph group. If necessary, click show hide paragraph so that the active formatting text display. So it even shows you what the little symbol shows here. All right, now I have had experience in the past where this will actually tell you to do more things than the training will actually do. So here you can see they're talking about inserting text, which if we would go back to our assignment is the next option. All right, so it is a very powerful thing, the textbook. I know, crazy, right? Use it, highly suggest that you look into it. Now, another option that you can see, that you can do, is you can go into the learning aids. All right, so on your screen there is a learning aids button for the simulation, and if we click on that, you will see that there are going to be 3 different options there. All right, we have read instructions, watch video, and practice. All right, now the read instructions, it's pretty good. It's not my favorite one of them. If we give it a second, it will load. I guess I have to agree to the terms there. But the read instructions, if you're a person who likes to read things, this will be a great option for you. All right, if this ever decides to actually load. Remember, MYITLAB does take a while to load. All right, so I'm just going to be impatient and try that again. Yeah, it still looks like it's going to take in a minute. We've got text display settings. Anyway, in here, you could read the instructions. All right, probably basically showing you exactly what is in your book. All right. Now, your other option is we can watch a video. Again, so this is going to talk to you about how to insert text, since that's the step I'm on now from another document. And it's going to probably walk you through exactly how to do that. So it's going to show you to go to the insert tab. It's going to show you where to go, those types of things. It's a little video. Now, the one that I like the best is actually the practice option. And if you screw this up too many times, so right now I have 5 attempts left. All right, so again, if we look right there, it says attempts remaining. If you remember correctly, on problem 1, I had only 2 steps left, 2 attempts left by the end, because I was purposely screwing things up. However, every new problem, not step, problem, there's, remember, slight difference there, you get 5 attempts. It always resets. So let me go ahead and purposely screw this up. So we'll say insert and this button and then that one. No. And this button and that one. No. This button and that one. No. And remember, it is telling you click the object button arrow. So we're going to go this one. No. Oh no, one left. Oh no, I screwed up too many times. No, I guess I'm going to lose my points, right? No, you're not going to lose points. All right. The whole point of this training is to walk you through everything. All right. And that should have, oh, let's screw up one more time, I guess. All right, so this should launch the practice learning aid. There we go. Now we're in the practice learning aid.
Click the Insert tab.
And you can see it is going to literally walk you through step by step by step for how to do this. All right, which is both good and bad. I love this because then it's really obscure. You really have no clue what you're doing. Yeah, it's going to walk you through it. So you're going to go, okay, I got to click Insert. Now it tells me to click the little drop-down arrow here. Now it's going to say Text from File. Oh. Maybe I'm not clicking in the right place. That's probably what it is. At the end of the document. All right, there we go. Now let's do this. There we go. Yeah, I don't want to hear you. All right, and now, bam, it inserts it for us. All right. Now, when you do that, remember that is the training. So you still have to come do it again by yourself without those trainings. So you do have to remember, at least from 30 seconds ago, what you just did. And that learning aid will walk you through the entire problem, if I remember correctly. All right, it's not going to walk you through just the one step you're on. It's going to walk you through the entire problem that you're working on. So we're going to do that all over again. Insert, object, text from file, select that box, insert, boom. Now we got our points for it. All right. There is overall zero reason why you guys should not have 100 on these trainings, because it will walk you through exactly what you need to do for every step, so you should get your points for this. So these overall should be free points as long as you're willing to put the time in. If you don't put the time in, you're not going to get the points in the long run. All right, that's what it really comes down to for the training assignments. All right, so overall, I think that's pretty easy enough. The training, it's going to walk you through everything. And we'll talk about the projects and the exams in the next video.